So Bill, tell everyone who you are and about this plane.
I'm Bill Emery, board of directors, and then I'm also the crew chief on the F-16, and been the crew chief for, well, since we rolled it out in 2017. We painted the airplane in 2016 and let it sit over the winter, and then brought it out in May of 2017.
So, when did this last fly?
This last flew in 1994 when it was flown down to the boneyard by Colonel Larry McCone. And Colonel McCone actually owns Clausen Honda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was one of our pilots of the 144th Fighter Wing, and for a really long time. And Larry's now since retired, but Colonel McCone flew it for the very last time down at the boneyard.
So how long had it been in flight?
Well, it started life in 1980, and then it retired in 94.
And do you know a little bit of history of where it's been?
It's been all over the place, actually. It flew quite a bit in Europe, and then a couple of guard units in the States. And then in '88, it was brought in for the ADF mod, the Air Defense Command mod. It was one of the airframes that was picked to do that. And you can always tell an ADF F-16 by the bulge that's on the tail right underneath the California. And then one of the other main ones is the spotlight, which is on the side of the airplane, and that's 1 million candle watt power. So when they turn that spotlight on, it's like just turning on the sun. So they can pull up to an airplane, an airliner, or any other airplane at night and turn the spotlight on, and they can see the tail number and they can see exactly what it is.
Oh, wow. So how is this model different than the other F-series?
Well, the F-16 was really one of the first composite airplanes. Even though it has a lot of aluminum in it, it has a lot of composite. It's made by General Dynamics, which is now Lockheed. It was made in Fort Worth, Texas. And it's a single engine, single seat fighter. This particular airplane, we have it set up the way we basically flew them at Fresno with the drop tanks and the Sidewinder missiles on the wingtips. But has it differ? It's kind of the 4th gen fighter. It's in the same era of the F-18 that you just did. And they actually flew off together. And the Air Force picked the F-16, and then the Navy eventually picked the F-18 to be their airplane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But maintenance hours basically takes about 29 maintenance hours per every flight hour.
Wow.
Right.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, exactly. It is a lot. And so it's not economical at all.
It doesn't sound like it.
No, you've got, you're producing about 17,000 pounds of thrust in military, and then 25,000 pounds in full afterburner. So you can basically take this airplane vertical till it runs out of gas.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So just to give you an example, you can go from Fresno to San Francisco in about 7 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's extremely fast. The pilots loved to dogfight with them because they were a real hot rod. Lightweight, they can hold quite a bit, and for something that was basically designed as a very inexpensive day fighter, it morphed into doing a lot of roles it was never intended to do. But the platform was so good that they just decided, well, we'll adapt the F-16 to do this role. Similar to what they did with the F-4 Phantom back in the 60s and the 70s.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And but we got everything. We got the seat cover. We got the intake cover from the 144th when they retired them, and they gave them to us. And but it's painted in the famous black-tail design, which was the wing commander's design, and it's been we shot it in Emerald paint. We put about a $40,000 paint job on it.
Well,
and believe it or not, it's 7 years old, going on 8, sitting outside here in the valley. So it's a big testament to, how you maintain the airplane. So, but we wash it twice a month, and wax it, twice a year. And we got a really good sponsor in Griot's Garage Products who sends us things to keep Miss Sparkle, up and running. And yeah, so. But the cockpit is complete. Absolutely, there's nothing missing out of it. It's 100% there. So when you come for Open Cockpit Day, you'll be able to see that.
And how small it is in there.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's kind of cramped, but you know, you can be still 6'5" and still fly the airplane.
Well, no one's flying it for a long time, so I guess
No.
it doesn't need to be comfortable.
No. It's not a comfortable airplane. Well, in terms of fighter airplanes, yeah, it's a fairly comfortable airplane to fly in, because the seat is set back, you know, at 30 degrees. But that also allows you to pull more G's, you know, when the guys are actually doing, you know, dogfighting. But no, I rode in the airplane and in the 2-seat version, and it was very comfortable.
Oh, wow.
You know, it's not like sitting in an airliner, but as
Right.
comfortable as you can get it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing the plane you nicknamed after me.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.